Hey guys, it's me, Mario, and today we're going to continue Beast Quest Arcta, the Mountain Giant. Over the Edge, Chapter 8. Alright. Over the Edge. The world rushed by as Tom clung to the giant for a few seconds. They were in free fall. Then they landed with a hard thump on another even smaller edge. Tom felt relief flood through him, but they were falling too fast that they skittered straight across the smooth rock. Without time to stop, they went over the edge and were falling again. The giant tried to thrust his gnarled fingers into cracks and holes in the mountainside. But they couldn't stop. Then, with thumping towards the misty chasm, Arcta roared and threw back his head. Tom was shaken free. His fingers closed around thin air as his hands were torn away from the blindfold. He hurled through the air and fell heavily on a steep rocky slope. Scrambling for a handhold, his fingertips dug into a crack in the rock. Terror swept through him as he glanced down. The abyss was waiting to swallow him. To his left, he saw that Arcta had managed to cling onto the rocky slope too. But now they were both hanging helplessly. Tom looked up. He was only an arm's length from the path, but he was barely managing to hold on. His fingers were already numb, his arms tingling fiercely with pins and needles. Swinging his feet, Tom found a foothold. Then, with the last of his strength, he dragged himself up onto the path, and lay there, gasping. Time was running out. He had to get to Elena and Silver before it was too late. But he still had to free Arcta. There might not be another chance. I will not fail, Aventia. He said it to himself. Tom peered down. The giant's fingers were wedged into a crevice just below the path. His massive body disappearing into the mist below. Without his sight, he was helpless. If Tom was going to free the beast, now was the time. He crept on his hands and knees to where the giant's fingers gripped the rock. He realized he was going to have to climb down Arcta's arm in order to reach the knot. Taking a deep breath, Tom took the rope and the trader had given him and tied one end around a tree root sticking out of the cliff face. He then tied the other end around his waist. It was now or never. Slowly, Tom climbed into the giant's hand and began to slide carefully down Arcta's enormous arm. The beast let out a fierce roar, but Tom was safe, so long as Arcta was clinging to the rock. He couldn't be able to swat at Tom. Trying not to look into the deadly abyss, Tom held his breath and inched his way down until he reached Arcta's massive shoulders. Bleh. Then he scrambled onto the back of the giant's neck, holding onto the enchanted blindfold with one hand. Tom reached for the knot with the other. He took another deep breath as he pulled firmly at the knot. This time, the fabric gave as if it were made of the lightest cobweb. The blindfold vanished in a bloom of colored light. Arcta, the mountain giant, was free. And that was chapter 8. Here's Tom clinging onto the mountainside next to Arcta. And this is him untying the knot of the blindfold. Freeing Arcta. And I think chapter 9 is the end of book 3. So yeah. At the end of book 3. Next week we're going to be halfway done with the first series. Yay! You guys excited for book 4 of the first series? It's going to be in the Nuke, the Snow Monster. Okay. The Nuke, the Snow Monster is going to be next. I hope you guys enjoy my videos. And I hope I will see you in the next one. I'm kind of tired because yesterday I didn't really feel that good. So I didn't make it until today. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoy my videos. See ya. Check out my DeviantArt if you'd want to. Alright. See ya. And subscribe and hit the bell to get notified every time I make a new video. Okay. Alright, I think that's all. DeviantArt. Subscribe. Oh yeah, I have a Twitter. I have a Twitter on the same name as this, so. hope I will see you all in the next one. Bye!